Okay. Hello there. We're finally here. We're towards the end. We're at the final case study, which is fnaf Security Breach Ruin. This took a while, but we're finally almost done with this. So after this, we should be on the final stretch. Then we'd actually get this video released. So I'm looking for this to be done by the end of this week. Then next week, by the 10th, the video will be out. I don't know if I'm going to add anything more to the Silent Hill F section, but we'll see. Okay. All right, Security Breach Ruin should be pretty self-explanatory. Okay, let's see. Case study 3. Definitely that's tough to be a long one. Okay, where do I want to start this? Let's start this off on a somber note. We're just gonna call it Ruin, just to make my life a lot easier. Ruin does something subtle. Ruin does something subtle. Ruin does something subtle. The longer you stay in the Pizzaplex, the longer you stay in the Pizzaplex. Alright, it takes the building, it takes the structure. Structure sounds better. It takes a structure that was designed. Alright, so when I think of the Pizzaplex, first of all, vibrant, loud, and I guess to the unseen, untrained eye, welcoming. It takes that was designed to be loud. Yeah. To be loud, vibrant, and welcoming. Is that city as in the beholder, of course. If I had to be cute, the Pizzaplex in Ruin is pretty much your average everyday like Silent Hill vibe. You're just in the ruins of something. Here's the case in point being Security Breach Ruin. Once you walk. No, hold on. Ruin does something subtle the longer you stay in the Pizzaplex. It takes a structure that was designed to be loud, vibrant, and welcoming. And lets you walk. And lets you walk. And lets you walk through it in a dilapidated state. Okay, that just fell. I knew it. It was gonna happen. It's pretty common to whiff that word in a dilapidated state. Pizzaplex in the base game. Pizzaplex in the base game. Had a certain vibe to it. So it had a vibe to it because even though you're playing as Gregory when the place is pretty much shutting down, it still feels busy, if that makes sense. Even though no one's there besides Gregory and the animatronics. even when Gregory. It's should be two G's. Yeah. No, it's one G. Even though, even though. During closing time, after closing time, actually. My man was living there. Gregory is in a mood. Even though Gregory's adventure took place after closing time, it felt busy. It still felt busy. Ruin does something subtle the longer you stay in the Pizzaplex. It takes a structure that was loud, vibrant, and welcoming, and lets you through. It lets you through. Don't want to do that. It lets you through it. Yeah, it lets you through it. We need it there. It lets you through it in dilapidated state. The Pizzaplex in the base game had a certain vibe to it. Even though Gray's adventure took place after closing time, it still felt busy. Besides Vanessa, of course, she was there. Lights everywhere. Lights everywhere. Music constantly playing. That's for sure. Music constantly playing. And animatronics popping up every few minutes. I do have to admit, uh, one thing I would have loved to actually like taste would have been Freddy Fazbear's actual pizza. I guarantee you, it'd be that godlike Chuck E. Cheese type of pizza. You know the one you take it and that cheese is just melting right off of just coming right off of the pizza itself. Mm. Being a child in the '90s was definitely a mood. So lights everywhere, music constantly playing. So I can't spell what it matters. Constantly playing and animatronics popping up every few minutes. Even though you were alone, well, besides Glamrock Freddy and I guess if you really want to count Vanessa slash Vanny, the game never let you didn't really let you feel like you were alone. And with Ruin just throws that out the window. The place the place never let you never let you feel alone. Ruin though. Ruin though. Turns that all off. Turns that all off. And make sure I'm constantly saying. Alright, so Cassie. Good friend, sort of. That's the anchor. That's her only anchor, actually. That's her only anchor when she steps into the Pizzaplex. Into the wreckage of the Pizzaplex. Do I want to go into detail about this? Yeah, we'll go into a little bit of detail about this. The once, yeah, we'll be cheeky. There's no music. There's no music. There's no music. No staff. Well, yeah, fine. No staff. But no games. No attractions, actually. No attractions. There's no music, no attractions. No signs of life. Quite literally, she just stepped into your average everyday Silent Hill setting. No signs of life. Just a just the wreckage. Just the wreckage with no voices besides the one coming from her fast watch. No voices. How long have I been streaming this for? 12 minutes. Okay, that's fine. We'll do like an extra 8 minutes because I definitely gotta get something to eat. That's where the isolation kicks in. That's where the isolation starts setting. That's when the isolation starts setting in. She has to trust the voice that she can't see. Because the game and MatPat does a good job of making you think, yeah, probably not Gregory at the end of that line, at the other side of that line. The sad part is, the sad part is that she has to continue moving on, continue going, because because she has to believe Gregory is talking to her. This is part of the what the fuck moments. If sure, if Gregory by some convoluted way got a hold of you, Cassie, then he's in trouble. Call the police, but we already know it's the FNAF universe. The police, yeah, good luck. The sad part is that she that she has to continue going on. That she has to continue going because she has to believe Gregory is talking to her. I'm gonna rephrase that later. The DLC ruin as well. As well. Is it really Gregory? Is it really Gregory? And even go off that ending, he's an ass. If that really was him, that literally made her go down the shaft. Or, but you can't follow us, bro. What the fuck? That just really just grinds my gears every time I go through security breach ruin. Is he okay? Is he okay? Is he even reachable? More Cassie depends on that voice. More Cassie depends. The voice. The more isolated she feels. And well, claiming is not the right word to use. Okay. I gotta read this whole thing over again. But we we pretty much did a good amount of this. What time? Damn. Fuck. Shit. Shit. Trying to think what else I can put here. It was pretty it's pretty self-explanatory. Like we've done a good chunk of this. Maybe we could talk about why it differs from everything else. Yeah, I think we should probably do that. Why it differs from everything else. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Hmm. Give me a moment, just thinking to myself. Hmm. Release. Setting used to be alive. It wasn't a ghost town. It wasn't a haunted. It wasn't a haunted town nor some rural part of Europe. Hmm. It was something. It was something that at one point it was something at one point. It was something that died, and you feel that loss. All right. Yeah, we're being cheeky. The Pizzaplex doesn't feel empty. It doesn't just feel empty. Pizzaplex doesn't just feel empty. I got something cringy. Again, as usual, I'm allowed one cringy thing per stream. The Pizzaplex doesn't feel empty. It feels like it remembers. Yeah, it remembers what it used to be. Yeah, what it used to be, and can't get back there. Ooh, yeah, I like that. See, I mean, I think that, uh, yeah, because the other one, Resident Evil 4 is longer because I did two of them. Okay, let's just see what I have right now. The next time I stream this, I'll probably add some more. But again, this narrative will be done in the next couple of days. Then by next week, we'll actually have a video out. I've already played through each game, so I have the footage, so we should be good to go. So Ruin does something subtle. The longer you stay in the Pizzaplex, it takes a structure that was designed to be loud, vibrant, and welcoming and lets you through it in a dilapidated state. The Pizzaplex in the base game had a certain vibe to it. Even though Greg's adventure took place after closing time, it still felt busy. Lights everywhere, music constantly playing, and animatronics popping up every few minutes. The place never lets you feel alone. Ruins turns that all off. Analogy, well, puns. Cassie comes in thinking she's rescuing her friend. That's her only anchor when she steps into the wreckage of the Pizzaplex. There's no music, no attractions, no signs of life. Sort of. The animatronics, I guess, but we won't even get there. just a wreckage with no voices except the ones coming from her fast watch. That's where the isolation starts settling in. She has to trust a voice that she can't see. The sad part is that she has to continue going on. Yeah, going on. We need to put on there. She has to continue going on because she has to believe Gregory is talking to her. Ruin is haunting for the player as well. Is it really Gregory? Is he okay? Is he even reachable? The more Cassie depends on that voice, the more isolated she feels when things begin not lining up. Either Cassie, well, she's a kid. Either Cassie is just like dumb, or she doesn't want to believe. We won't even get to that. Like that's again a rabbit hole I'm not trying to get into. Like that, we're not doing there. We're not at that. All right. The more Cassie depends on that voice, the more isolated she feels when things begin not lining up. Then comes the ultimate form of betrayal in the end when Gregory thanks her for coming to save him, but I have to rephrase that. Okay, yeah. Just make it a separate sentence. In the end, when Gregory thanks her for coming to save him, but ends up betraying her. Again, we don't know if it's Gregory or not. We're just assuming it is. What makes Ruin's isolation so different is the setting used to be alive. It isn't a haunted town nor some ruined part of Europe. It was something that died, and you feel that loss. The pizza place doesn't just feel empty. It feels like it remembers what it used to be and can't get back there. Oh man, it's so cringy. But I love it. All right. Anyways, I have to do my other thing I'm working on tomorrow, my other lore for Titan Moon tomorrow. So the following day, Wednesday, we'll carry on with this. I think we just have another subsection, then we'll get on to the conclusion. I'll see if I need to add anything more to the sections or the case studies. Besides that, I think we're at about 10 pages, so I'm assuming this is probably a 30-minute video. We'll see. Anyways, good stuff. Have a good rest of your evening. We'll talk later.